It's the inspiration by Don. Let's talk. I got a special guest on hand. Former Sergeant Jerome Ganaway, 10 years in the military, 2 deployments. What's going on, big dog?
Man, everything. What's going on?
Nothing much, man. How's the family life? You can't, man. You got to give me an answer, brother.
it's yeah, it's going, man.
It's going. Let me
Yeah,
ask you.
it's going, man.
So since transitioning out of the military, my friend, what do you remember about your days of service?
Well, are we comparing it to something or just what do I remember? What do you
remember?
I remember some early mornings that I didn't want to get up to go do some daggone PT. And I remember some late evenings that I did not want to stay for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I remember. Yeah. And I also remember the people, you know what I'm saying? The people. I don't know how in depth you wanted the question, but the answer to the question, but the people is most of all what I carry, like the memories of the people, what I carry with me on a daily basis.
So it's the camaraderie of the people that you came across. So it was more like a family in the military. Yeah. So okay, you had kind of a bond because you were deployed with a lot of these. So you live with them, so you had to see them every day. It's like your brothers.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, what were some of the fears that you had transitioning out of the military?
So some of the fears I had transitioning out of the military, you know, I was married in the military, and as I transitioned out, I had 4 children. So some of my biggest fear was not being able to provide for my family, not having any income. And, you know, if a job was possible to get, how do you get that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, for my whole adulthood, you know,
right,
I was military. So it wasn't nobody teaching you, hey, you need to start gearing your life toward this or doing this resume up real good where you can shine when you go try to, you know, get another job or get a job in your same field. You know, my fears, man, was just trying to survive. I mean, the survival, the military, I'm gonna tell you right now, I mean, they give you a little ACAP or whatever, you know, a little 3 or 4 day class. I forget how long it is, but you know, it is definitely not adequate enough to prepare you for what you're going to face out here in the civilian world. Everything in the military, man, is structured. You know what you have to do. You know what you need to do. But when you get out here in the civilian world, man, it's no fingers pointing you in that direction. It's nobody guiding you. It's nobody really, even, you know, the crazy thing even veterans are hiding this information from veterans. You know what I'm saying? That is the crazy part, because you can see, you know, oh man, yeah, I just got out. Oh man, I've been out for 10 years. Well, you're doing well. So tell me what I need to do. Nothing. It's almost as if you out, you done. I mean, even the other veterans treat you as such. And I'm like, you went down the same road, Doc. You know what I'm saying? But my transition was rough, to say the least, was rough. I mean, I got out of the military making, you know, X amount of dollars that supported the family, and went to another X amount of dollars that didn't even pay a car note. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. It was very rough. Yeah.
So other than that, like, what are some complications that you had, if any?
Complications I had, if any, transitioning out of military?
As being like civilian as today.
Man, the complications I have is I think it's more mental than physical, you know, dealing with people, just the mindset of the civilian world. You know, I'm 10 years out and just still, you know, dealing with the mindset of civilian. I mean, you know, we they got something as simple as reverse planning in the military. You know what you need to do, so you know the steps leading up to what you need to do. In the civilian world, it's like let's get to the end point. Nah, we can't just jump to the end point. We got to do these steps so we can get there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just the mindset of the people, man. This that's my thing. Just dealing with civilian people.
Right.
Real talk. And I find myself isolated. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I'm not doing anything to make a few bucks, man, I'm sitting at the house, man. So I can't cope with the civilian world, man. It's just, people are just, I don't know. It's no camaraderie, it's no brotherhood, it's no, I'm looking out for you. You know what I'm saying? I know in the military, they say, man, ain't nobody gonna take care of you better than you. Yeah, got it. But you had that brother or that sister that really genuinely cared about you. You know what I'm saying? Right. If we wasn't at work, we were at each other's house. You know what I'm saying? Right. We got integrated into each other's families. That don't happen out here, man. Unless you was a prior friend in the military, yeah. But to reach out and for new people in the civilian world, nah, don't happen. The way of thinking is just crazy.
You're right. And you said it best too. Like, you found a job after the military, right?
I did.
So you being a sergeant in the military, how do you view the leadership that's out here in the civilian world?
Well, it's a double-sided coin out here in the civilian world. You got some leaders that's bull-nosed leaders that you need to do what I told you to do, right, and really ain't understanding the concept of the job, you know what I'm saying, or the concept of the task at hand. Then you got some leaders that's so passive that let everybody else run over them. That's what I see in the military, and not in military, but that's what I see in the civilian world. I worked in the civilian world for about 2.5 years, and I had not to take away from anybody or not to give anybody more props than they deserve. I'm gonna tell it just like it is. I had a good supervisor, but under him, the leadership under him, man, I mean, they didn't have a clue, not a clue. I mean, couldn't act on your own. You know what I'm saying? Me at the level I achieved in the military, you know what I'm saying? The NCOs above me or the sergeant major above me or the NCO I see above me, they expected me to, hey, you can operate on your own. We haven't trusted that you can operate on your own. In the civilian world, nah. You got one boss, and I'm telling you, I'm telling you, he nitpicking everything because you don't have people that can operate on their own, man. I mean, just go to Walmart. I mean, you ask somebody something in Walmart, they don't even know. Well, let me go check the back. Let me check the back. Doc, you work here. You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that.
Then you ask the manager, well, let me go check the back. You work here. Can you just, you know what I'm saying? Leadership in the civilian world, man, is flawed.
It's different.
I tell you one thing I do, sorry for the background noise. I'm sitting on my front porch.
You good.
So one thing I do admire and respect is that I learned leadership qualities from the military. You know what I'm saying? And I cherish that because out here in the civilian world, man, they ain't got it.
It's different because, when I was working at the parole office, I used to show up at like probably 6:30 and I'll open up the building. My supervisor was supposed to be there before me. My supervisor always came in at like 7:10, 7:05. So it was like the standard of how they routine ran was so off. And it was off-putting for me because it was kind of like, man, should I even be here? This ain't standard. But a lot of military folks, they minds, after being so long in that uniform and following a routine day in and day out, you have to be here at this time. You had consequences. But in the civilian world, it's like, man, I can just call in and what? Hey, I'm sick. That's fine. Hey, you call in your NCO. Hey, you better bring me that sick leave sheet.
Yeah, you better go to sick call, man, or something, because I need some kind of something that's saying you sick.
Right.
Now, nah. In the civilian world, man, all you do is make a phone call, man. And
Real
use
quick.
one of your use one of your what they call it, PTO, paid time off, or whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I mean, like you were saying, man, just the concept of just being at work, man, like on time. Like, I mean, I got, you know what I'm saying? 30 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? Six. If I'm supposed to be there 6:30, I'm at least showing up 15 minutes early. At least.
At
I
least.
feel like that's too close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you got the supervisors, they show up at 6:30. Right, we got to be at 6:30. Like, yeah, now you got to do all your prep work. So really, they paying you to do nothing for 30, 40 minutes.
So you rushing to get ready for the job. You showing up on the job. You're supposed to be ready. Hey, you know what they say. If you're ready, you ain't got to get ready. But you show up and you got to rush to get things prepared for the people up under you. That's sad.
Yeah. Hey, and I was one of the people that was already sitting there like, dang, well, maybe I should start coming in at 6:30 because I'm just sitting here just looking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, there's a few other guys in there, but most of the guys that were there like early like that, military, prior military. You know what I'm saying? In the civilian world, definitely prior military. And then you got some that was in the military that's, I guess they done with the military life. I'm gonna show up when everybody else show up, or they just following suit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
What, like, if a young man comes up to you and asks you, hey, what is the best information you can tell me about me gaining a great career in the military?
So they want to stay in and they want to do well in the military.
Yeah, they want to go in and they want to do well in the military.
Man, I would tell them schooling, stay physically fit, and keep your nose to the grind. And anything that you think can benefit you, don't matter what nobody else say. Anything you think can benefit you, do it.
Okay.
Benefit you and do it. It'll benefit you and your family, do it. Because one thing that threw me off track, I listened to a lot of people in the military, you know what I'm saying? So when I could have been way ahead of what I achieved, but I listened to a lot of people and that kind of like slowed me down. Oh yeah, you could do this, you can do this, man. And a lot of stuff wasn't in line with what I needed to do for my career. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was just in line with what somebody else did. That's why I say, whatever you see fit to do to help your career, right, do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can give you the tools, but you ultimately you're gonna be the one that have to use them. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you see fit. You know what I'm saying?
That is so true. So a transitioning soldier. I'm on my way out now. Now, what would you tell me to better prepare me on the outside?
Man, I would tell you if you're transitioning, if you got about a year out, if you're transitioning, I would tell you to spend that whole entire year getting any and every piece of information you can get about outside the military. Because at this point, military is irrelevant to you. Your mindset has to change. Yeah, they might still want you to go to work and everything, but your mindset, get all the information. I mean, resumes, go to the jobs. I mean, you have to almost be a pest. You know what I'm saying? Go to the jobs and ask them, hey, what do I need to put on this resume for me to look like I'm going to be, for me to look like look like something that you want to hire. You know what I'm saying? You have to just get all that information, because that's not going to be available to you once you out. It's too late to start doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now you have to start settling for what you can get, and that's the wrong answer. That's what a lot of military veterans do. Oh, I'm getting out. Okay, what's your plan? I think I'm just gonna get a job. Nah, man, I'm telling you, because I don't care if you're a freaking E1. the pay difference in your benefits is, man, it is a difference. And you've been an E1 and you working at Burger King. You might be making $12, $13 an hour at Burger King, and you might say, oh man, I'm getting a lot more money than I did in the military. Right. But you ain't getting them free meals. You ain't getting that free place to stay. Right. You know what I'm saying?
That hot water.
I mean, yeah, all that electricity. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting none of that. All you getting is that check. And then all the rest of it got to pay. So that's why I say, man, if there's any skill set you have, man, if you got about 6 months to a year, man, start getting the information you need, and you need to have a plan. First and foremost, have a plan. You know, I know it's some soldiers, you know, due to whatever happened in their career, they're getting booted out. Still, they ain't kicking you out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a plan and stick with that plan no matter what. Just make sure the plan benefits you. You have to, information, man, I'm telling you, information is key nowadays. And a lot of people are not sharing the information, man. You know, like when I transitioned, I hate to keep going back to it, but when I transitioned, man, there was no information, man. My CEO was probably the only one that was feeding me information, because he knew what hard times I was gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, just kept feeding me. You need to go do this. You need to go do this. You need to go do this. And by the grace of God, that helped, because it wasn't long after I transitioned that, you know, things started changing, you know, for me. You know what I'm saying? But that period of waiting and in the transition with nothing, man, I was making about $500 every 2 weeks outside when I first got out of the military. Doc. Right. That's nothing. Unemployment is more than that. Yeah. You get paid $1,600 or $800 every 2 weeks for unemployment. But I didn't want to do that because, you know, you're a soldier, suck it up. But if I had known all the informational details, I'm calmo. You know what I'm saying? I was calmo. I had all the computer background, A+, all that. But I didn't know what to do with it. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me any information to do with it. And come to find out 10 years later, shoot, I can get a job up here at Fort Hood just as quick as a job at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because of what I know. And nobody told me that. So I had to settle. You know what I'm saying? So I had to settle for the city of Killeen, which is, I thank God, them hiring me, but I had to settle for Killeen and making pennies, not even being able to afford diapers for my children. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Right. So like, it's a lot of like, and this is so true. A lot of people prepare to get out of the military the month of them getting out of the military, which makes no sense. So that, and you know, you get that domino effect. You're so happy that things are going, you're getting out, things are okay at the moment. But later on down the line, something is going to hit you as to where I should have like prepared myself to jump out. Like a lot of vets don't use their education benefits. You know, a lot of vets, that's like, hey, I need to go straight to work. It's like I say with the plan. You got to have a plan for everything you do. Hey, so let's say you run across a soldier in the street. He's out. He's a vet. And he's like, you know, he has no direction as opposed to doing what he needs to do. But he has that post-traumatic stuff going on in his head, but he's just lost. I need to start my disability claim. But, you know, I don't have any motivation to do it because I don't think I'm going to get what I deserve. And you know, there's a lot of vets out there like that. Like, what would you then tell that person? Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, bro. I've encountered vets like that. And I tell them, well, you're spending time doing nothing. You might as well spend time doing something. Because I'm gonna tell you that, it's harsh, but you know, when speaking to veterans, you can speak in that harsh manner because sometimes that's all they understand. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the nice stuff. You could go, nah. You spending time doing nothing, you might as well spend some time doing something. And something is, hey, get off your tail, your hind parts, stop, and go go to whoever, Dave, or you find you a lawyer or something. You know what I'm saying? Because most of these people do this stuff pro bono until you get whatever you need to get out of it, and then they'll ask for a little bit on the back end, but it still benefits you ultimately, because this is something you're going to have for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Rest of your life.
So for the rest of your life, and so I've encountered, like I said, soldiers, female and male alike. So I just told him, man, look, you spending your wheels. Oh man, I don't want to wait, man. I hate waiting. Well, what are you doing now? You doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You might well wait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The concept of thinking, man, is just like crazy. Right. Especially with a lot of the vets, man, that's walking around here knowing that you know, it don't even necessarily have to be post-traumatic stress. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It could be that you have diabetes,
back pain,
uncontrollable diabetes, and nobody is steering you in the right direction where you can get free healthcare because you're a veteran. You know what I'm saying? Or healthcare at a reasonable price that you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Or you need glasses. Something simple as that, man. People don't even know that you can go down here to the VA down here in Temple, Texas, man, and get you a pair of just $20, $30 glasses, man. That's stylish. That's gonna look good on you. But they don't know that because ain't nobody giving them, you know what I'm saying? Look, you spending your time doing nothing. You might as well spend your time getting all the information you can get, man. I'm telling you, because it's there for the access. It's just, it seems to me after the military, nobody want to give you access. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to bring that to the front and tell you, hey, look, you have options. You have a lot of options just by being, you served in the military. And it depends on how you got out too. You know what I'm saying? But you served in the military, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, make it work for you, man. And I ain't trying to say take advantage of the situation. But you know, hey, look, like the saying goes, man, ain't nobody gonna take care of you like you, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I got a lot of homeboys, but I can't drink their water from their faucet. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I gotta have some water in my faucet. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to take care of you to benefit you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey man, real quick. If you could, like, if you got a funny moment that you can share with the people that you had in the service, bro. If you don't remember, that's cool, bro. If you don't remember, that's cool.
Well, you know what, man? I had so many funny moments, but I'm gonna plead the fifth on them because a lot of these funny moments probably can't be shared on. So they probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't want none of my partners calling me, hey man, why you put me out there like that? You know what I'm saying? So
that's cool, bro. That's cool.
So hey, definitely, you know what? That's the memory of the military, man. The people, and that was the funny moments. The people.
The people.
You know what I'm saying?
The people.
Yeah,
man. Hey man, I appreciate you for participating in this, man. You know, you gave up some of your time to explain some things to the people. I really appreciate you for doing that. And you know, we talk about this thing of transition. We in life, we're gonna always be in some transitional moment. You know, either from the house to the car, it's something different. Something's going to change. You walk outside, you run into an individual that's going to tick you off. Something about that conversation is going to change the habits within you. We always have to stay ready with the things that we do. Hey, man, please subscribe to the channel. You know, click the like, give me the thumbs up, man. Share. You already know what to do. Fall in with the troops. Are you next? Fall in. Hey, formation.